So when I was in college, there's a little bar down in Miami. It's a place where they brought in steins and brought in these really good German import beers. Going there, trying some of those beers kind of opened up my world, kind of was like, wow, like what's going on here? There's a whole world outside of what I'm used to. And that transitioned into just spending hours and hours and hours home brewing. It just became a passion of mine. And that turned into running a beer website and a beer blog, and eventually knowing at some point I wanted to open up a brewery. I am Corey Smith, and I am the general manager here at Twin Oast. Oast in England is where they would dry the hops. It brings in farming culture with the hop yards, it brings in brewing culture, and so if we could somehow put oasts into our vision, into our brand, we wanted to do that. We took this giant 60-acre farm and took my dad's passion for farming and kind of blended it into my vision of brewing, and Twin Oast was born. One of the missions that we have is, we use the brewery to sustain the farm and the farm to sustain the brewery. Using the brewery and using the proceeds from the brewery to help kind of keep planting trees and keep the agricultural roots around here, that became one of our missions for sure.
It starts off with your 4 basic ingredients: water, malt, yeast, and hops. Your initial step is to crush the grain and mash it. That mashing process is converting the starches into a sweet liqueur, if you will. And then you want to make that separation. And I talk to people about like a coffee filter. We move this over to a lauter tun, and we want to remove the solids and filter out all the sweet liqueur that we converted from starches to sugar. And then we put that in the boil kettle. We add our hops, that provides flavor, bitterness, and then we take that into the fermenter where we inoculate it with yeast. From there, different steps: dry hopping, then we'll filter, bring it over to bright tanks, carbonate it, and you got gorgeous beer serving.
I think we really try and push a beer as like a knowledge and beer education as people come in. So one of the things we try and do is have every bar staff be beer server certified from the Cicerone Project. I want them to have the knowledge of what goes into the beer, how the beer is made. I want them to be able to educate the customers when they come up. We try to have 12 beers on tap at all time. A lighter beer, a darker beer, a beer that features yeast, a beer that features hops, and a beer that's sour. And then with our food, we want to go real brew pub, gastro pub feel. So using local ingredients. When we have stuff from the farm, we use everything we can. Once you grab your beer and you get your food, I want you to be able to go out and explore. None of this would have happened without Mom and Dad. First, getting the property themselves, and then second, just being so supportive as they have been. And when we decided to do this, we knew the whole family had to be involved. We just want people to come out, have a great meal, have a great beer, relax, enjoy their time, and when they walk out, just say, that was great, I can't wait to come back.